Now, this text that we're speaking on tonight of influence, it goes back, the real lesson of it, if you'd like to read it, you'll find it in 2 Chronicles, the 26th chapter. It was the life of this Uzziah the king. Now, Uzziah the king was a shepherd boy. He was a young fellow that a king's son that loved outdoors. He liked the woods, and he was a herdsman. And he also liked the vineyards. He liked to see things grow. And this young fellow was brought up under real good influence. Amaziah, his father, had been a great man in his last days. He let down a little and picked up some gods from another country, and the Lord then taken him out of the earth. But this young fellow had had good influence because his mother was a daughter of Jerusalem, his father a believer, and therefore the boy had been raised up with good influence. And that's a good way to bring up a child in the way that it should go. And you know, what your children is one of the main eyes that's watching you. They watch what you do. And whatever you do, they copy after you because you're setting the example before them. That what you do reminds me of, here not long ago, I was at a meeting at the Full Gospel Businessman out in Los Angeles. Brother Oral Roberts had made a statement about something on this line, and they asked me to get up and say something about it, about influencing. I said, it reminds me of a story that I read once where a man went out on Christmas Eve taking presents to the neighborhood, to his colleagues, neighbors, and each time where he went to a place, he'd taken a drink. He'd go to the next house, he'd take a drink, and by the time he got all of his presents give out, and the ones he had collected on the road back, he thought he would take a shortcut through the park, and it had fallen about 4 or 6 inches of snow, and he found himself, he couldn't walk straight. He was going a zigzag because he was being influenced by these drinks. And he noticed coming way back behind him, not able to keep up with him, was this teeny little 7-year-old boy. And he was making big steps and falling over and zigzagging. So he waited till the little lad caught up with him. And he said, "What are you walking like that for, son?" He said, "Daddy, I'm trying to step in your steps." Yeah. Now, you see, that's more than just an example. Because it is a truth that your children, you set the pace for them.